Alright folks, so we've got the Corsa in the garage. I gave it a quick wash last night, but it was so cold at about 3:30 that the water was actually starting to freeze up as I was washing it. So I had to finish it real quick. I'll bring it in here. It's absolutely Baltic today. It's actually snowing. Anyways, gonna get this thing up on the ramp and take the wheels off and see what's needed. But I'll let you hear the starter situation first. I'll just put you on the stand. Alright. Yeah, so the starter's buggered. Not a big deal. I'll just whip it off and get another one. I'll probably just get a used one. They're only like 20 quid delivered off eBay. I think you can get a new one for 50 quid, but it's new. It's remanufactured sort of Chinese stuff, and I think I said in a previous video I'd much rather have a genuine used part than a new patent part, because they just last longer. They're just better. Anyway, I'm gonna slacken all the wheels off and then we'll get it up on the ramp and see what it needs. Alright, so the starter's up there. Oh. So there's no loose connections or anything. I've checked that already, just in case it was something silly. The starter's just probably had its day, so I'm going to pull it out and then we'll see if we can get a replacement for it. Once the starter removed, it doesn't sound great. So we'll just go and order up another one. And these starters on Vauxhalls, they're all much the same on Corsas, Astras, Marivas, across many models and years. They're 10 a penny, so I'll just go and order one of them up. It's only the 4th, so I think everyone's back open tomorrow, so I should get a starter this week. But I'm going west. I'm going to the west coast this weekend. And Mrs. is, I think she's booked a log cabin. She's keeping it secret, but she knows I love the west coast, so we're going over there because it's my birthday at the weekend. So I don't know if I'll get it back in this week. It'll probably be next week. Give me the car the once over, and if I put it in, well, obviously with a new starter, if I put it in for an MOT today, it would pass easily. Now there's nothing wrong with it. There's a couple of things that's it's gonna need. It probably wants new calipers and disc pads, because they're all a bit corroded with sitting, but once I've gone out on the road and braked a few times, it'll clean them up and they'll be alright for the MOT. There's still plenty of meat on the pads and stuff, but I noticed that the pads are slightly lower on the passenger side than they are on this side, and I know that these calipers on Corsas, even on the C's, they've always been bad for binding the hardware pins and stuff like that. So, and the nipples are well seized in there. And I like to do brake fluid every year, so I'll have to replace them. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. The missus is still keen on it, so she'll probably use it. So I'll probably will do them, but I'll paint them so they don't go all rusty like that so quick. I'll probably need wishbone bushes soon, or new wishbones, because they're starting to tear. Both sides. It looks bad, but there's not actually any free play in that, believe it or not. So worst case scenario, it would be an advisory on an MOT. And the MOT is actually out in March. I think it's the 9th or something like that, so I might replace them before then, who knows. I spent quite a bit of time this morning, a bit dark, cleaning the inside, hoovering it and stuff, and I've probably spent 4 hours on it already, and I need to, it's just not clean enough for me. I just major OCD issues. It's fine, it's absolutely fine. It's just I've just, nothing's ever clean enough for me. So I've scrubbed, I've degreased all the panels and the dash and scrubbed them, and then I've got some interior spray and stuff, and see, things like that. I love this. I've scrubbed and scrubbed. I don't know what that is. It must be paint or something, but I'll get it off. I'll use some acetone or something like that. And I've still got to clean up the seats because I've given them a hoover and that, but there's some dirt patches on it I need to clean. Although I might have found another replacement driver's seat, so I'm just trying to work out a deal with that. Because things like that are a big deal for me. Some people are into the wheels being mint and stuff, but I mean, I do like mint wheels, obviously, with the situation with the GSI, but the GSI is different to this. It's been built to a different standard. This is just an everyday runabout car. I want to be nice, clean and tidy and neat. The GSI is something else. I don't actually know how far or where I'm going with that. I'll probably sit around there for a wee while until I get some more enthusiasm for it. But all the tyres are great. I think I replaced these not long ago. I replaced the springs all around. They're still fresh. And I replaced the shocks not long ago as well. I've got the receipts for doing all that. Even the brake pipes are like brand new, original, all the way, front to back, which is brilliant. Probably can't see in there, but they're still all got the black coating and everything on. It's had new drop links. Yeah, so I mean, it's alright, it runs well. I did actually get it going yesterday. I just bump started it, and it's just running sweet as a nut. It's absolutely power. A little bit tappy at the top when it's cold, but it soon disappears, man. But I mean, it's just usual for the age of it, general wear and tear. I'm not going to be replacing hydraulic lifters in this thing. I mean, they're not that bad. It goes away after it's cold. You could probably add a bit, you know, what do you call it, the Winds hydraulic lifter stuff. You pour it in with the oil. It's great. I'm not usually a great believer of additives and stuff, but that stuff, it definitely gets my vote, that's for sure. It's probably the only additive I've used that works. And yeah, so I've just been spending all day cleaning. As you can see, the hoover's out, all the different microfiber cloths, and the degreaser, and the interior spray, different brushes. All that stuff sad people do. Alright, so I've pretty much cleaned the interior out now. Apart from the cloth bit on the inside of the seats. I would like to get the wet vac on it. But even though the sun's shining a little bit today, it's still too cold and it'll never dry, so I'll do it in the summertime or when the weather gets a bit warmer. I'll get the wet vac on them, clean them up, and hopefully I'll have that new seat by then. Do it all at the same time. So I'm just about to clean the wheels on the inside of the barrels and stuff, because I don't think they've ever been done, so I'll clean them up I'm still waiting on the starter and stuff like that. What's today? Today's Wednesday the 5th. So I think businesses and that are only just back today, so by the time they process everything, I'll probably be Friday, Saturday, Monday. Hopefully I get the starter for Friday so I can move this Corsa about and stuff in and out and all that. And then I could do the coolant and everything the week after, the next week. So I'm just looking at bits and stuff like the rear drums are real scabby. They're perfect on the inside. The shoes are great as well. I'll get the knotted wheel on there and paint them up, but it's difficult painting just now because it's so cold. So I'll maybe just do that in the summer as well and get some new calipers and that for it, if we'll have it that long. I'm sure we will. It's just too good. It's too good a car. Get rid of, and it's too cheap, and it's not really worth anything to sell. So might as well keep it. Alright guys, it's Thursday 6th, is that right? Yep. So just got a little delivery this morning, which is the new starter motor. Still rattles, but hopefully it works better than the other one's totally dead. I just tested it on the battery and it doesn't throw the solenoid bit out. We've got some new mats from Vauxhall, some genuine mats. So you can get all sorts of mats on eBay, just made up cheap rubbish ones. But these are genuine Vauxhall ones. And they only cost 25 quid. Well, not even that, it's like 24.95 or something. So yeah, these are the Corsa D&Es. And they're obviously just the same car really, just facelift and a few extras. So I'll go and put these in because I think they'll make a massive difference to the interior. Because it just looks a bit bare without carpets. You can really see the dirt on that seat on the camera. It doesn't look like that in person. And yeah, it'll make a difference to the back as well. So I'll go and put them in and we'll see what they'll look like. Alright, so the mats are in. So they clip in properly. Driver's one looks good. And the passenger ones fit nice. So it looks with the seat forward. So I do have one little criticism. So the passenger one looks great, but it only lines up with one of the clips and sits perfect in there. But the other one, if you want it to sit in perfect, it's all the way back. It's all the way back there, and it's actually slightly narrow, so you've got to fold up the carpet. And then it pushes it all the way up against here, so it doesn't also line up, so it looks like that. There's a slight design flaw there, but it's still better than it was. Clips into one. If you set it like that, that'll flatten down eventually over time. So it still looks good. So it starts again. Sounds good. I'm just going to go and top up the washer fluid. And make sure there's no warning lights on the dash. Alright. So it's pretty good. I just need to take it out and give it a decent wash. And I think I'm going to order up Wishbones for that rant I did in the last one about about the trims and stuff. I actually went and ordered the Corsa D sales brochure, I think it was, or release thing, where they've got all the different levels of trim in it. I moaned about it, and then I got curious as to what the difference was in them all, so I ordered the booklet so I can read through it and see what the design has. I think air conditioning is another addition to the design, but when it arrives, I think it's the end of next week. It's one of them second class postage things. When it arrives, I'll maybe if anyone's interested, I'll maybe show you the difference between all of these. Of course, the D's. Probably not, it's probably just me sad into that stuff. Anyway, we'll call it here for this one. This will probably show up in more videos in the future, especially when I do the seating and such like, and the coolant. I'll do a video on the coolant, but for now, that's that one.